The next evolution of the fight game is here. Xbox players receive an exclusive discount on UFC 5 now until February 12th.
All right, gentlemen, second round. Ready to fight? Ready to fight? Hell, let's go.
February 12th is Monday. That's also the deadline for the $10 discount on the pay-per-view next week.
$10 off?
I bought it. I already bought my pay-per-view.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, I'm watching.
Get it in. It's going to be a great night in Anaheim.
It's going to be a great night. I got to know. I mean, I listen to Ilya Taporia, and he talked like he already getting the belt. I mean, he's confident, man. I cannot wait for that one.
Confident with a capital C. He was at Super Bowl Radio Row this week.
Yeah. Dude acting like the champ.
Yep. Then in Las Vegas for a couple of weeks.
Oh!
Nice hook. He's leading with the hook and following it up like you said, DC. After he throws the hook, he just keeps the flow going. Now he's connecting.
And perhaps some urgency now from Prates. Oh, he tries to land the knee, and Giles tries to time it and take him down, unsuccessful. But Giles opened as closed before the fight as the 2-1 underdog. He is now the live betting favorite after a solid first round and aggression here in round 2.
Now what I love about that back knee and this back teep kick from Prates landing is it sets up his left hand. Watch his left hand. It's like a laser. It comes out of nowhere because he sets it up with all these kicks and knees.
Combination there from Giles. Prates answers it as we hit the top of the hour. You're watching bonus coverage of the UFC Fight Night prelims from the UFC Apex in Las Vegas with Dominic Cruz and Daniel Cormier. I'm Brendan Fitzgerald. Megan O'Leary, part of our crew tonight as well. 6-fight main card coming your way shortly. First, we wrap up the business here on the prelims. 3 minutes to go in round 2 now. Trevin Giles pressuring the Brazilian newcomer Carlos Prates.
Well, the corner of Prates is calling for more body work, and I think now a lot of those opportunities for knees and everything up the middle will be more present because of Giles and all those big lunges into his combinations.
Work to finish.
Yeah, anytime you're leading with the hook, now that opens up the back knee because the hook takes a lot of lunging forward. So the knee's open for Prates, and they're calling for that. But also, keep a look at because now he can throw, Prates can throw that left hand and follow with the knee up the middle and hide the knee behind his left hand. And we saw that almost land before this shot that Giles took.
That knee up the middle, if you're pressuring into someone, is the worst strike to take in all MMA.
There's no pad on the knee.
It sucks so bad. It hurts so bad.
And he's blown up the eye. Yeah, he's blown up the eye of it with that left hook, I think. This is the good defense we were talking about that a lot of these kickboxers have really acquired, right, DC? I mean, look how he's switching the legs because in no sport in the world, in wrestling, grappling, anywhere, is there a fence behind you. So it becomes a way to even the odds in the grappling for a lot of strikers.
That's why you got to wrestle singles, man. You have to wrestle singles and high crotch today. I'm telling you this as a wrestling coach. You're an MMA fighter. If you don't have a blast double leg to knock people off their feet immediately,
I mean, that's 4 of those that have landed in this fight so far, and they're hard.
It's like, because he's a southpaw, or because he's conventional Giles southpaw, it opens up that side, right? I call it the window to body kicks and knees off of the back leg. And right now, Prates has found a home for those beautiful knees.
Giles is so good at just stepping in and staying game, though. Look how he keeps bringing the fight to him, and that's what you got to do. You can't give space to Prates because he's going to find all these reads to get the finish. But if you pour on the offense the way Giles does, make it a war, you have a good chance there.
And if he can get Prates to box him, Giles is going to...
Oh, my gosh, there's the left hand. He's been setting
is out! Carlos Prates turns the tables with one giant shot.
That laser left hand, he's been setting it up with the knees and the kicks, the teep kicks, and then that hides the left hand, and then when it comes, it came like a laser, and it shut the lights out of Giles.
Well, he was making the reads.
Yeah, he sure was.
And he found the off switch.
See, the knees set it up, and now the left hand, you don't see it because you're waiting for the knee.
Yep.
There it is.
Giles expected another knee because he had landed, and the left hand just starched him right on the chin, knocks him back, no follow-up shot needed. Big moment for Carlos Prates.
Oh, something to learn there. Throw the knees to the body, it'll get the hand dropping to block the knee to the body, and that sets up the left hand. That's what I just learned today watching Prates. Nice job.
Well, a lot of fight fans were waiting for that from Carlos Prates after how impressive he was.
I think Prates is even aiming for that knee.
Oh my God, piston like left.
Oh, look at him.
Standing back.
Oh, buckles him with a body shot.
That's it.
And now it is the nightmare. Carlos Prates may be just that for the rest of the welterweights. And he's got something to say to Bilal Muhammad, octagon side.
He saw that opening in the moment. He saw it coming, said something about it, and did it. Oh my goodness.
Our first big moment of the night goes to Carlos Prates, who's now riding a 9-fight win streak. 14 of his 19 victories by knockouts.
Unbelievable work from Carlos Prates here. The knee right to the liver side of Charles Radke. He sees it, steps in. I mean, that is right on the liver button. And ladies and gentlemen, that is an off switch. You don't need a follow-up after that one. He knew immediately, he knew before it landed that that was there, took advantage of the opening.
And then had something to say for the welterweight title challenger, Bilal Muhammad.
Or Dana White Contender Series opponents. Round 2.
You know, we talk about this constantly, J.A., where you have a guy that comes off of Contenders and they seem ready right now. Prates is just another example of that, where from the moment he got in here, you could tell that it wasn't going to take long before he would be in some big fights. And look at how patient he is in front of the Leech right now.
It's a great point, and I would submit to you, maybe one of the top 5 in terms of the guys on the Contender Series that seem most ready for prime time.
Well, because Jamal Hill and Sean O'Malley weren't ready when they got off of the series. They developed in front of us. Prates seems much more prepared right now. I mean, he's fighting one of the top guys, or at least one of the guys that was in the top 15 of his division. He's beating him pretty good right now.
Well, and let me just add, the betting line is but one lens through which to look at a fight, but he's a near 4-1 favorite against a guy who's been ranked fighting all the top guys.
Problem is, we're not seeing Jin Liang mix in the martial arts, so it's a pure Muay Thai fight with 4-ounce gloves, which is where Prates has the most experience. He's not uncomfortable at all because there's no grappling, so the Muay Thai can really flow.
You spoke earlier, Dom, about Prates' ability to see strikes coming, roll with punches. He never stands still, so when the Leech actually blitzes him, he's turning, he's pivoting. Leech has got to kind of almost try to find where he's going, opposed to throwing where he is right now.
The Leech has done an outstanding job, though, inside and out on that lead leg of Prates.
Oh, my goodness. He set him in a chair again.
Get popped with Kudo Protein Popcorn, now available on GoPuff. Tonight only. Use code UFC on the GoPuff app for a buy one, get one free offer on Kudo Protein Popcorn.
But the one thing about Li Jingliang is that he'll never give up on himself. He'll continue to press, he'll continue to fight. And John, like you talked about on his walk, man, this guy was a pioneer for fighters coming out of China. And right now his intention is to help that next wave of fighters, men and women, to try to be as successful as he has been inside the UFC octagon.
Surprised Jin Liang hasn't gone to this earlier.
And
at least get to the over-under clinch just to break the rhythm of Prates. It's very important.
Lunging left hand lands flush for Prates. Good connection by Jin Liang.
And all these left hands are going to set up that left kick.
Every time he hits him, he sits him in a chair every time. Oh my goodness, and the Leech is still coming forward. Jin Liang is so crazy, man.
Never been knocked out.
It really does feel like if Prates really puts his foot on the gas, he might get him out of there. because I think it's a couple shots. Because he's been able to hurt Lee, it's going to take a couple shots, so he's not going to put him out with one punch.
Prates doing a better job now, raising that knee to try to check some of those leg kicks. 90 seconds to go, round 2.
I think Prates is fighting.
Oh! Another knockdown for the Nightmare.
Instead of rushing, he's outclassing, taking his time, setting up the knockout.
His striking is sick.
He's
very
landing
accurate.
72%.
Oh! Double right hand. Sorry, double left
That
hand.
left.
Southpaw.
Oh
left
my
hand.
goodness.
Just powerful.
The leech on the ropes, another left hand from Prates.
Oh!
That'll do it! The
my
walk-off
God!
KO! 10 in a row for the Nightmare!
This dude! Oh my God!
Oh my gosh.
Carlos Prates has arrived, the first man to knock out the Leech, Li Jingliang.
Made that look easy. Honestly, made that
crazy.
look real easy.
Go. Did you see that? Oh my God.
Dude's an absolute nightmare.
He's a problem.
He's
People
a
are going to
problem.
be shooting on that guy, I promise.
Oh, Leech is still sleeping?
Oh,
Oh my God, that's bad. Give him the smelling salt, something, man. Get him up. Oh, the eyes.
Nice to see him open up his eyes there. Tonight's fight replays are brought to you by Monaco Can Cocktails. 2 shots in every can, feel the fun.
Look, he hurt him. He hurt him bad here. He hurt him bad. He says, get up. But watch, he hit him with the straight ones a couple times. Now watch, it's a little bit of a hook on this one. Another straight left. Now watch the hook, Dom. That was nasty. He said, I'm gonna put one on him now. Boom. Oh my goodness. It was a right hook, then a left hook that put him out. Yo, this Prates is something else, Dom. Oh my goodness. He is something else.
dangerous man.
Look at this in real time. Oh.
What a terrible shot to have to eat over and over. That left hand is nasty.
Dang, boy.
Down goes the Leech, and Carlos Prates is likely gonna get some ranked opposition next. UFC 305.
Borralho nailed it. It could be 3-1 or it could be 2-2. But one thing I know for certain, that right eye is a mess. If Cannonier lands a couple more shots on that, you never know. The doctor could step in. I don't want to see that happen. But this 5th round, it's all on the line.
Dan Murgliata saying, let's get going. It's below the right eye. That's
Yes.
a big difference,
I
right?
think that's
If
what's
that same
helping
cut
him.
is above the right eye, doctor might be stepping in. There is some swelling around it, but Borralho, you can see his eye, so
Yeah,
I
his
think the
vision's
concerning
okay.
thing is more the swelling than even that
correct,
cut,
correct. I'm not talking about the blood. There's the first takedown attempt for Borralho. Too little, too late.
which is crazy. We're in the 5th.
Yep. You see the just the energy from Jared Cannonier at the end of the start of the 5th round there, off his stool, ready to go, ready to fight,
Oh, he was hyped
to
up.
claim this
Yeah.
victory.
I love to see that,
I
right?
know, it's beautiful. And you see Borralho, I mean, he's had some fantastic moments in this fight. Yeah, he's got a bust-up eye. You got to think that's just one shot that did that. These two are going toe-to-toe.
Yeah,
So evenly matched.
Such
It's
a good
great
fight. Oh man, both guys just slipping and ripping. Good counters.
Borralho's far ahead on the numbers. 103 to 76. That's unofficial, of course. Certainly not my scorecard. First time in round 5 as well for Caio Borralho.
just taking turns throwing haymakers at times. Borralho goes with the kick. John Crouch told Jared Cannonier,
come on, watch the
step
fingers.
in this final round.
I mean, they are so evenly matched in terms of speed, ability. It's insane.
Oh, nice counter right there.
Caio's found the mark with counters a lot, especially in rounds 4 and 5. When Cannonier's gone first, Caio's been there with an answer.
Both guys in great shape, too. I mean, we're in the fourth round.
Nice shot there from Borralho.
Halfway through the final round.
And something to note of the significant strikes on the board over here. Oh, knocked him out, peace out.
I know.
Is that one round could have been way up, you know what I mean? And you got to remember each round is scored.
Right, round by round scoring, you never know.
I'll tell you what, regardless, next fight, Cannonier needs a better mouthpiece. That's the only time that's come out now. What is it, a boil and bite from Dick's Sporting Goods?
Same one I had when I played 7th grade football.
Well, I did that when I was fighting in the Ultimate Fighter 3 finale. I was boiling it in water in the diner. About 10 minutes.
He's hurt! Caio Borralho with a quick 1-2, and now he's pouncing.
Wow, Jared Cannonier looked like he went out for a second.
Ground and pound for the Brazilian.
He's giving him every chance here.
Cannonier somehow surviving.
Wow. Big elbows.
The crowd on its feet here in the apex as Borralho looks to put an exclamation point on the night.
That
got a lot of time.
Giving Cannonier every chance.
And now Borralho looking to use his jiu-jitsu black belt on the ground.
It's a possible arm triangle, but he's got no space on the other side.
Yeah, he can't step over. I'm surprised he doesn't just get the right underhook, take the left arm and just pummel him.
Oh, he might still get it.
Because he's turned.
He's still fighting.
Yeah, big Dan checking.
There's the thumbs up
still
with the
away.
right hand. 52 to go. Cannonier's still with it, but for how long?
Yeah, he's got the thumbs up, but it doesn't look good.
Trying to ride it out. You can see the grimace on his face.
Yeah, the shoulder pressure from Borralho, you can see it there, driving right into the throat, choking Cannonier.
Oh, Cannonier's grabbing a hold of that neck, taking underhook now.
Man, Cannonier, heart of a lion to stay in this fight.
He's got to watch the knee coming up. He's down.
Oh, he's down.
Oh, I hope Borralho doesn't do that right now.
Be
my God.
careful. 5 seconds to go. Now they tick away. Epic fight. What a showing for Caio Borralho and Jared Cannonier both. Does Cannonier stay in the top 5, or does likely Caio Borralho get the decision victory to become a contender? We'll find out and wrap things up when we come back.
They're not countering a hard high kick.
Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, only in theaters May 24th.
Oh my goodness, there's the combo.
In combination for Caio Borralho.
That's it.
How about it? 13 in a row for the budding Brazilian star, Caio, the natural Borralho.
We said he needed to step into the range of the boxing. And when he did it, he started landing clean and put Paul Craig out bad.
But it was really nothing coming back in his direction that should scare him off of fighting in that way.
No, just kicks. And once he got past the kicking range.
So they attend to a fallen Paul Craig. What a moment for Caio Borralho. Tonight's fight replay is brought to you by Monaco Canned Cocktails. 2 shots in every can. Feel the fun.
All right, let's take a look. This is some of the shots from Borralho that hurt him earlier. There's that straight left, which was really successful for Borralho. He had really good striking throughout the fight. Here's that knee. My goodness, credit to Paul Craig. Somehow ate that one and got back up to his feet eventually, but it was the beginning of the end. There's another left, and that one right behind the ear, staggering Paul Craig. And then these big shots. There's the one that just cripples him, puts him down. And thank God the ref, Mark Goddard, was able to step in there and stop this one. One more look. There it is. Puts him down. Biggest win of Caio Borralho's career by far.
Sure. Well, and as some of our fans may recall, Borralho had to compete twice on Season 5 of Dana White's Contender Series back in 2021 to realize a UFC contract. And man, is he making up for lost time. 31 years of age, 6-0 in the UFC. And at the very least, he'll be number 13 next week. But this man is either going to be in a fight night main event or in a prominent showcase. Caio Borralho, big things.
Nice how he's got that position.
Hooks in.
Back. Now he can transition this to arm triangle if he loses it. If he loses this back mount position,
He's got to chase him back to the mount right now.
yeah, he can go to mount or he can go to arm triangle here. But he switched the lock. So now he's making Mikal switch to the other side, turn away from the fence. Very annoying for Mikal here.
If you laid the chalk on over 1.5 rounds, cash that ticket, but maybe just barely.
That's under the chin.
Left arm is under the chin, and there's the tap. Caio Borralho with the UFC finish he's been looking for. The win streak is 11.
You see this now. You see this now. Put respect on my fucking name.
He said there aren't many doubters out there, but I plan to silence the ones that are left. And after withstanding some heavy pressure in round 1 from Olechechuk, Caio Borralho very much on the rise.
And that's what you got to watch out for this man, is his energy and his chip on his shoulder. Look how angry he is. He's been winning, this guy. Nice power double A, runs it all the way through. Running those feet is key, people. You got to be running your feet if you're going to finish these double legs. Then he takes the back from that half guard position, throws this body triangle in, and he's on the hands perfectly. He starts getting the hand fight going, and right here he gets it right under the chin, locks it in, and that's all she wrote. That's the end of the fight right there. Chokes him out, gets the win. On to the next for Caio Borralho.
The team in Sao Paulo is known as the Fighting Nerds. And Borralho says the Fighting Nerds are here to take over. So far, so good. 4 for 4 in the UFC for Borralho. We'll hear from him next.
Jourdain's got to move him here. Can't let him stay stationary.
Yeah, even that elbow to the body.
Oh.
These are nasty. I mean, the power this kid has.
Oh! That'll do it! Lord Silva with the walk-off KO, the first to knock out Jourdain.
Wow.
Uppercut.
That is impressive.
He landed that
And he
uppercut
walked
earlier,
off.
but he did it after just getting his foot back down to the ground.
And he knew it was coming. I mean, he walked right off the moment he landed it. Very, very impressive. And to do that with a polished professional like Charles Jourdain is truly impressive.
Fighting Nerds ain't playing around. 10 consecutive wins for John Lord Silva.
Look at this nasty elbow to the body. I mean, these are just ruthless to the body, and you very rarely see anyone generate that kind of power from there. And there, right from there, the uppercut, and just stands. And Mark Goddard had seen enough. His eyes rolled back. The way the head bounces, see, he grabs the back of his head. That's when you know a fighter's not in control of himself. When he falls back unconscious and bounces his head off the canvas like that, that's not a good sign, and that is probably exactly why Mark Goddard stopped it.
Yeah, that was a crazy knockout there by Silva. I mean, the fact that he was able to land that.
John Silva over.
Touch of the gloves and underway for round 2. Elliot Marshall said hands before kicks, no naked kicks, and they want to watch out for the counters of Silva, which were great in the first 5 minutes.
He just does such a good job at fighting in a range where he can land his check hook and his counters, but he's not eating anything significant from Dober. It's impressive.
Silva's no stranger, or excuse me, Dober's no stranger to dropping the first round and coming back with a vengeance. Silva doing a little bit too much respecting him. He tried to shake his hand with like 2 or 3 seconds left in round 1. Almost cost him.
And then got upset when Dober tried to hit him. It's like, what? Round's not over. Whoop.
Whoop. Another nice left hook on the break from Silva.
Yeah, that left hook, he's looking for it. And he steps back. When Dober walks his way into the pocket, he's hitting a step back hook. And that's because of the southpaw stance of Dober. And Dober's also not feinting his way in before he throws his strikes. He's just throwing. He's got to fake first. His corner wants him to draw out the strikes of Silva by feinting first.
Oh, he hurt him there. He's got to be careful. He's looking over at Drew Dober's corner.
They're telling him to shush.
Dober landed a big shot. Perhaps it swings the momentum.
We've seen fights like this with Dober where he's dropped the first round and came back, made the adjustment, and knocked people out. See if he can do it here.
Punch in front of the kick that time for Dober, but he didn't get the connection he wanted to on the body kick. Wow, almost timed that knee with Silva.
Just missed the bad knee.
That was the shot. Just before that, Silva was looking at the corner of Dober, and he ate that knuckle sandwich for his trouble. Now Dober starting to draw him in. Big lefts from Dober in the clinch. Silva firing back a power shot.
Nice body kick there from Dober.
This is the fight we expected from these two.
Looking for that counter elbow, Silva. I'd have done some way more damage to that left eyebrow. Excuse me, right? I keep saying left eyebrow. Right eyebrow of Dober.
Silva plods his way in with that awkward long step.
Silva's power is really translated well moving up too. I mean, he's connecting, and it does hurt Dober.
And even just in the small grappling exchanges or clinch exchanges, he's the one tossing Dober off to the side after these attempts.
He's got really good balance.
Distance head strike still in favor of Silva and counting. He's 12-2 early.
Love that adjustment of Dober going to the inside leg kick on Silva because Silva's leaning back, so he starts attacking the leg. It's a veteran move. Ooh, it's fast.
He doesn't wind up, right? Straight down the middle.
He's fast. Silva is fast. Ooh, check. That's a right hook on Dober's way in.
Superman punch from Dober.
Yeah, we don't see too much of that anymore.
Momentum back on his side. Oh, gosh.
Got to be careful getting up in front of Silva like that.
What a fight.
1 minute to go in round 2. Nobody would be angry if these two go the distance.
Well, every second's dangerous. Every second's a threat for both of them.
Into an elbow. And now another combination from Silva.
Dober's loading up on the big shot. And when he loads up, Silva's tagging him on the way into the pocket.
Dober slows it down for a few seconds, but Silva has answered the challenge. Press huge combination. There's the horn. Round 3 upcoming. This crowd in Denver has risen to their feet. Elliot Marshall told Dober, we're down 2, you need a finish. They're still throwing heavy in what has to be the fight of the night.
Yeah, Dober's got to be aggressive here because that cut is nasty. Guillotine. Slipped out. Too much blood.
Dober looking in close. Looks like Silva having some vision problems out of his left eye. Heard Dean watching closely, but has not stopped the action. Dean just called for a review of the replay official, so if they see something, he'll be able to step in and stop the fight.
That cut is bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
And then he got tagged with a left hook on the way in early. Another spinning elbow.
Another spinning elbow.
That cut just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah, that cut's, it's really bad. But Dober fights on, man. It's the kind of fighter we've known him for.
That's why he's a fan favorite. This guy always brings it, puts his body on the line. Silva putting on a master class right here. This is nice.
It's so bad. I wouldn't be surprised if this is stopped.
I think they're going to stop it.
Ibra Bueno Silva 2 weeks ago was stopped, and her cut didn't look like that. Oh my gosh. Yep. I mean, this is a guy who's going to, you know, he always wants to go out on his shield.
Wow.
Just want some advice on that.
I mean, this is probably a pretty quick decision. Yeah, there it is.
Smart
Gian Silva, I'll tell you what, folks. I mean, we already knew he was a real prospect. That's an A+.
Yeah.
2 weeks after, up a weight class on the road against Drew Dober, elevation, and he does
no
that.
issues. Spinning elbows.
I know you were still there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he looked extremely sharp.
We will clear this one up when we come back. It'll go down as a third-round TKO.
Front hand up.
And you can tell Silva seems like he's just waiting for that home run punch to land. And there it was,
There's
the
a couple of
right.
them.
As he followed through, knocked down Wilson.
His hands are just down. He's got to be careful when he's getting up like that in front of Silva.
Get them hands up.
Yeah, now Silva's brimming with confidence. Knows he's got a big power advantage. And he knows he's got to hurt his opponent.
Another left-right.
It's a matter of time if he keeps fighting like this.
Yeah.
I need my two.
Wilson's going to be looking to see round 2.
And Mark Goddard's keeping a close look.
Another big left hook from Silva.
This might be a time for Wilson to test trying to get this fight to the ground because he's in all kinds of trouble.
Spins him down, and Goddard's keeping a close look. I'll tell you, oh man, there's another one.
It's going to be over soon. He can't keep eating shots and not answering.
Oh!
Almost got that knee.
Yeah,
But Wilson gets a
gets him to the
takedown.
ground.
Got to watch his neck.
Can he keep him there?
Those long arms.
Silva able to break free.
Yeah, good urgency there to get out of there, fight those hands off, and get back up. Oh, that
was sloppy.
looked really bad.
Yeah.
The way his head just kind of slid on the canvas as he was approaching that takedown.
Every punch that's landing from Silva's drawing a reaction. Now, you could stop that fight right now.
He's giving him a chance here.
It was a delayed reaction from Wilson.
No, he just not reacting properly here.
He's moving in slow motion as well.
I'd love to see this fight stop right now.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah,
Good
there
call.
it is. Gian Silva with a huge victory in the UFC debut. First round knockout for the Brazilian. Game face was on all week long for Gian Silva. Have been waiting for this moment, and Michael, he made the most of it.
He certainly did. Lived up to the expectation, lived up to the hype that he surrounded himself with, and he seemingly could have missed. The left hook, that was the shot of the night for him. That's what started the downfall of Weston Wilson. Once he got comfortable, once he started dropping Wilson so frequently, look at this knee here, boom, connected. Wilson, fair play. He finished the takedown, and then here's the finish. A left, a right, a big uppercut there. Mark Goddard steps in, saves him from any more punishment. Weston Wilson hit the canvas.
Dean Thomas, what do you have?
Guys, I'm making comparisons tonight. And I said it yesterday when I heard there was something special about this Ruffy kid. Oh! And when I look at him now, I'm making a comparison to a young Conor McGregor. The way he is piecing this guy up, the way he is so accurate in his instincts, reminds me of a young Conor.
Wow, Dean. High praise indeed. Certainly managing distance to great effect through 4 minutes.
He's so right, though, that just the rhythm at which he fights, the way he resets himself, the way he looks for that right hand. Look at that!
Oh, my God. That's just a guy that's free and having fun.
Just showmanship.
Yeah, he's free and he's having fun out there.
Crowd enjoying the flash and the dynamicism from Mauricio Ruffy. Oh, big right hand. Malarkey didn't like that one.
Malarkey's hurt bad.
Oh, big knee. Down goes Malarkey. Oh, I thought Beltran might have stopped that fight. Malarkey back to his feet, but for how long?
Yeah, it's over.
Oh my goodness.
That now will do it. Welcome to the big show, Mauricio Ruffy.
Flawless victory. Like they call it Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Flawless victory. Wow. Man, you can see Jamie wasn't there. He's stumbling all over the place, reaching, trying. His fighter instincts took over, and he was trying to reach and grab to see if Ruffy would give him a chance. Ruffy never got close enough. That was phenomenal, Paul.
Unbelievable. And like you talked about, when you're doing sweeps like that, you're free, you're relaxed. The moment did not get to him whatsoever. Unbelievable striking on display there, guys.
There is a new name to keep an eye on in this lightweight division. It is Coruripe's Mauricio Ruffy, as we now take a look at tonight's blazing knockout moment, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, let's take a look. Look at the distance management, the angles that he cuts. Look at this sweep, scissor sweep, just having fun in there, and then immediately gets right back up to his feet and starts going back to work. Look at that right hand, right off the temple, the side of the head of Jamie Malarkey. Follows through, big, long right hand. Always puts himself right back in the position and out of the range of his opponent. Oh, man. And I think the fight was over long before it was stopped, but Malarkey was doing enough to stay in the fight. Flying knee. And ultimately just starts to wear on him way too much. Big punches. Stays composed, though. Knows that Malarkey's going to panic strike back and just isn't there for any of the return shots. Unbelievable.
Tremendous accuracy, and what a start on a big night for the fight.
To your point earlier, Laura, combinations would serve him so well. In terms of singular pot shots, he's picking them apart. He's doing damage. He's busting him up. All he's got to do is put some numbers together, and he could finish this fight.
Yeah, still throwing just one at a time.
This is a good spot here.
Full mount.
Now we'll see some
pound
numbers.
coming. Magomed Ali is covering up for the moment.
He's turning away. He might be able to get this done.
Goes under and lands the shots.
He's going to be very
Hammer
lucky.
fist from Ruffy.
Very lucky to see the final bell.
Smack in the head.
20 seconds to go. High mount. Magomed Ali just trying to hang
You gotta
on
move,
to
you gotta move.
perhaps.
That's not a good
Perhaps
move.
this is it. Mauricio Ruffy gets him out of there with 15 to go in the fight.
And I'm telling you, that was a brutal finish. By the end, the punishment that Magomed Ali was taking,
In the UFC at night's end.
Well, we see here, Ruffy trying to land that spinning elbow. Magomed Ali ends up on his back trying to get a takedown, not what he wanted. Steps into full mount, and then from here, it's just one after the other. The combinations that we were looking for. And we see, listen, Magomed Ali is in a world of trouble right now. At one point, it looked like he kind of gave up. And Ruffy knows the end is now. He's just teeing off one after the other. The referee is watching. All he's got to do is keep punching. And there it is. He gets what he came for. He is the winner. And impressively so. Molly McCann just fired her right up. Said, listen, we need a finish here, simple as that. You're behind, we need the finish. He's like, yes, coach, staring right into his eyes. As we saw the round start, she goes right at her. Let's see what happens.
And DC, I would think as an athlete, right? Paul Rimmer and Ellis Hampson really giving it to Molly. That's what you're looking for, right?
Yeah, you want to see it, right? As a fighter, you want the truth so that you know what you need to accomplish. And hey, man,
100%.
and if you go down swinging, it is what it is. Give yourself a chance.
So great corner work. Now it's up to McCann. 4+ minutes to go. But this Bruna Brasil coming into the belly of the beast as a +275 underdog. Very impressive thus far.
Yeah, I'll say it again. The Fighting Nerds, they are doing some special things. They really are, because she's had ups and downs in her UFC run, but so far she looks tremendous tonight.
Well, Mike, you and I, before we came back on the air, we were thinking, like, this isn't the same woman that lost to Denise Gomes and lost to Loma Lukbime. I mean, she just looks like a completely different fighter. Especially in the Loma fight, she looked lost in there.
styles make fights. Got to remember that. Much taller, longer.
Yeah, Loma's probably the shortest person in the entire UFC.
Yeah.
She might be.
McCann controlling posture here, maybe hoping that the referee will stand them up. Caio Borralho, the middleweight contender, to our immediate right, offering imperatives for his athlete, Bruna Brasil. McCann is wearing it, still fighting hard.
There's a good push kick. The crowd's on her side now. I mean, they come alive when she throws.
Brasil trying to lead with an elbow, unable to land. McCann now with some big connections late.
Big knee. Brazil's got to keep those hands up because Molly, when she swings like that, she is dangerous. And look at that, a perfectly executed takedown.
Third takedown on as many attempts for Bruna Brasil.
Yeah, Brazil's fighting a really good fight here tonight. On the feet, she's been clinical, precise, and powerful. The takedown attempts, you know, they've been there when she wanted them.
I just saw a look come across Bruna Brasil's face that I saw in some of her previous fights. I was like, oh my goodness, she's starting to kind of, not like this, but then she goes and gets a takedown. So that shows the development that she's making in her fighting style. Because you got to remember, early in this fight, she was letting Molly up when they got to the ground because she was wanting to stand up. But now she recognized the danger in those last few exchanges, so she decided to take it to the ground.
Yeah, well now Brazil's got the back, she's got the hooks, she's got the feet crossed, but she's up against the fence. So that kind of limits her options a little bit. She's got to obviously go to the side. Molly knows what's going on. Brazil's trying to wrap an arm around the neck. So for Molly, you just got to stay calm. You can't panic in these situations. However, the panic comes from 1 minute left in the fight. So that forces you to take chances.
Now McCann jumps on the back of Brasil.
You imagine?
Oh my goodness.
Told us in the fighter meeting she wanted a rear naked choke, maybe a late opportunity.
I mean, there's still 40 seconds left here.
Nice job by Brasil.
Nice job by Bruna.
I mean, that would have been one of the craziest comebacks ever.
Well, Molly McCann showing all of her patented grit and heart and toughness. But Bruna Brasil got off to a fantastic start tonight and largely hasn't looked back.
And these ladies are trying to finish it, I'll give you that. Because every few seconds we're seeing a submission attempt.
Another nice showcase for the UFC Women's Strawweight division as McCann and Brasil go the distance. Official decision coming up from Manchester.
As you say, start to throw the front kick, then go high with it because, like you said earlier, Paul, man is so concerned about that front kick right now. That's all she's thinking about.
Oh, called it! Bruna Brasil, head kick, knockout! You called it. What a statement to make! Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You hurt the body. You've got the reach. We both saw it happening in this fight. She was patient. She was patient. She waited for the right opportunity, and man, what a freaking head kick.
That is fight IQ right there. And from such a young fighter, I mean, so impressive. You look at Bruna Brasil, she'd been throwing this front kick, and then right at the perfect opportunity, it goes jab, brings it high.
Oh, and that's foot.
That's foot. Imagine
It
if that was
is.
full shin
Exactly.
across the face. Luckily for Man, I think, she, dazed her, knocks her down, but she'll be okay since that was the
She
foot.
leaned
Not
right
gonna be
into
happy. Yeah, she did. Because, like you said, similar to Leon Edwards, you
Yep.
get them thinking one way, moving, slipping a punch, and she dips right into that. Thinking it's going to the body. The leg even came up like she's going to scoop the kick. Can we see that one more time, guys? Oh, let's see the celebration.
Rare to see a highlight like that in the strawweight division, but Bruna Brasil just sending a message.